We are starting out with a brief visit with the city of Thun. I thought that it was pronounced Thun, but it's actually pronounced Thun. Off we go, and tickets please, tickets please. Know which carriage car you're choosing because we were there when the attendant found somebody who are not in the same class. Yeah, and they had to pay a fine. And like any other tourist, we went up to Thun Castle. Since it was so late in the afternoon, we decided not to go into the castle itself, cause it was closing time and it only had like about 30 minutes left. So we just made a quick stop and just enjoy the views and the architecture. One interesting note about Thun and Switzerland is their wooden walkway covered bridges. They decorate them with plenty of flowers and they use them in a very intriguing way, like surfing. I did not expect this at all. It shows you how amazingly clean the water is here. I can't say the same for, well, you know what I mean. Move along, move along. More about the covered bridges in another video when we explore Lucerne. But up next is the place where I wanted to get the photo number 3 of this trip. And I booked around 5 days for this photo, so I better get this shot. And what is this place? Lauterbrunnen. But before the photo, we're gonna go biking. The e-bike rental location is very close to the train station, so it's just a quick walk. We decided to do an easy bike route, starting from Lauterbrunnen down to Steckerberg, I think that's how you pronounce it. A round trip, maybe some stops here and there, take some pictures, maybe some small snack. It'll be 1 to 2 hours maybe. I could have found a longer route, but I just didn't have time for it. As you can see, the bike route is pretty flat, so it's easy going. This will be the first test run using that 360 camera on a bike given by a friend of mine as a present. Meanwhile, my brother in the back there taking his sweet time setting up 2 cameras. Oh boy. And off we go. This view here is mounted on the back of my brother's bike, the action camera. Throughout the bike footage here, you will notice that the 360 camera's quality is not as good as the other cameras. That's because you have to crop in your footage. But the next version should be a lot better than this one, so bear with me. Oh, and e-bikes, that's the way to go. It makes it so much easier for you to ride so that you can spend more time enjoying the views. There is one caveat here though. These bikes are not made for Asian height, I can tell you that right now. If you see a lot of jitteriness here, that's because I extended the camera too long and too far from the bike. Stability is probably a big issue with it, so I should have probably shortened it next time. The path here is very well paved, so there are a lot of bikers and people hiking and strolling along. You can actually walk it if you want to. It's only about 4 miles out and back, so it's fairly simple and quick. I wanted to enjoy the ride and the views, so I didn't pay much attention to try and find any photos or compositions. This bike is mainly about the experience. Oh look, a cow! Ooh! It's our first cow encounter, so we just had to stop and take a photo. About the cows? Oh, wait until you see Grindelwald footage. My brother almost got his, well, I'll just let you see it when it comes. Muilenbach Falls is where we had our pit stop. While we had our snack, we sat back and enjoyed the paraglides. FYI, for all you crash landing viewers, no, this is not the site, so don't ask. Now, would I do one of these? I don't know about that. I think I like to be safe on the land. And if you want to see more paragliding, oh, wait until you see Grindelwald's footage. The footage I have there was amazing. You just have to wait and see. I really wanted to fly my drone here, but I was in a no-fly zone because of the helicopters. I did see them going in and out a few times, so too bad. It would have been a glorious footage. Plus, they were paragliders. I sure as hell don't want to hit them. Now, what makes Lauterbrunnen intriguing is that a particular writer took inspiration for his epic novel, which you can guess is Lord of the Rings. In one of his letters, he wrote, "The Hobbit's journey from Rivendell to the other side of the Misty Mountains, including the glissade down the slithering stones into the pine woods, is based on my adventures in 1911. Wanderings mainly on foot in a party of 12 are not now clear in sequence. We went on foot carrying great packs practically all the way from Interlaken, mainly by mountain pass, to Lauterbrunnen, and so to Muren, and eventually to the head of the Lauterbrunnen in the wilderness of Moraine." Back to reality. After the bike ride, our next destination is Wengen, to try and get a spot of the valley. We could have hiked up there, but oh no, we're taking the cable car. The spot where I want to get this photo of the valley is really right before you get to Wengen. It's the stop called Wengwald. I think that's how you pronounce it, so we're going to stop there and try to find that spot. Actually, on the last day that I was here, I met a fellow photographer and she said that she flew her drone around here. She said that this spot you can actually fly. Yeah, really? Now you tell me? Well, that just means that I have to come back here. Mark it on the calendar. Now, for this photo, I was lucky that there was no harsh sunlight, but it was fully cloudy. But I'll take what I can get. The view from the town of Wengen isn't better than the one at Wengwald. It has too many houses down below, so it just basically takes up too much of the lower half of the picture. We only stayed in the town of Wengen for about maybe an hour. I got my souvenir and that's it. Now, finally, on to the spot where I want to take that photo. It's not that far from the train station, so let's go. It's a very popular site, so expect people to be there. As you can see, the buildings here in the mountains uses natural stone and wood, versus the big urban cities of their use of steel. Ah, the sweet smell of nature and the sound of waterfalls and rivers. Such a stark difference from our routine lives. We walked around the town to enjoy the scenery, and of course, try to find any compositions different from the main photo. Lauterbrunnen is a very small town, so we didn't go too far. The population is only around 2,300 people. It was actually here that I missed a photo of some kayakers along the river. Too slow. Look, chickens! Now, on to the main photo. Even though I had around 5 days for this shot, the weather still had to cooperate. I tried during the sunrise, the daytime, and sunset. On my first day, it was too cloudy. Another day, it was just too sunny during the daytime. Then another day, it was just too clear, and my hopes was dwindling very quickly. And then the next day, there was rain in the forecast. Ugh. I was staying in Interlaken, deciding to head out there or not. And then I did this several times trying to go back and forth. If there's a next time, I may just stay in Lauterbrunnen. Oh boy, it's not looking good. I mean, I came to Switzerland for 2 photos. The Zermatt one was a bust, and this one is looking grim. But I did get a surprising drone photo of Griswold though. And so, on my last day there, hoping and praying, the radar was showing mostly cloudy. Ugh. But miraculously, it started to clear up. And here we go, come on. The 2 main subjects here is the waterfall and the church. I wish I could go a little bit more left here, but it was off limits. I tried a long exposure, a landscape, but the majority will probably keep the portrait. Now it's a matter of which photo to keep. Enjoy.